CCFC's roots date back to the late 1930s when American Presbyterian missionary Dr. J. Calvin Clark, along with Dr. Vernon Mills, began working with Chinese war orphans. Moved by their suffering, Dr. Clark created China's Children's Fund (CCF) in 1938. Less than a decade later, Mills joined as regional director in Shanghai. As the mission expanded in the Middle East and other countries in the aftermath of the Second World War, the name was changed on February 6, 1951 to Christian Children's Fund (CCF). By the 1960s, CCF had a global reach, and growing Canadian support led to the creation of Christian Children's Fund of Canada. In 1996, CCFC officially started operation in Ghana and has since done a lot to improve the lives of children, families, and communities in areas of education, healthcare through the Promise Project, water and sanitation, as well as sustainable livelihood development. In education, CCFC has helped to put up infrastructure like classroom blocks, libraries, as well as school cafeteria for communities to improve the learning conditions of the people.
When it comes to education and that of girl-child education, I will rank Christian Children Fund of Canada very high. I myself have gone to see some of their projects in some of the deprived communities. That is not easy to reach communities. The CCF organization, they have been able to get into those to provide some school buildings, provide furniture, even sometimes some of the girls how to get to, because their communities are far away from some of the schools from their community. They have been able to provide bicycles to some of the children so that they can get to school on time.
Our community didn't have access to junior high school. It was CCFC that built the first junior high school in this community. CCFC has also trained early childhood teachers in early childhood education and how to handle the kindergarten or nursery children. And that is the foundation of education. If you are to give education a good foundation, you should start it from the early childhood level. And this is exactly what CFC started. But CFC was among the first non-governmental organizations to go into early childhood education in this region.
Due to efforts of CCFC, several forced child marriages have been stopped and the child victims reinstated into the learning environment.
You must pay attention.
I was 11 to 12 years. My parents couldn't afford money to send me to school. CCFC, they bought me everything as a student. What I need by then, they bought me everything. So even I couldn't have waited to even attend my first class.
Having books for every subject was a problem. I used to share my books for subjects, and also sometimes after class you get pencils from the class that you use. And when I had the sponsorship, they used to give us books and textbooks, exercise books and pencils. That helped me in my academics.
I was actually one of the sponsored children at Gumani Childcare and Family Labor Project, that is MACAS. Any community that you found CCFC, they have something concrete to show you that this was what CCFC did.
Under the Promise Project, it has supported several communities with cheap compounds and motor ambulances to carry pregnant women and referral cases. Support health education to pregnant women and mothers, as well as child health care. Also help women receive startup support under the Micro Enterprise Development Module. Helping to improve hygiene and sanitation in schools by providing safe drinking water to communities through boreholes, water harvesting tanks. And latrine, urinals, and wash facilities.
Greetings from Burkina Faso. It is a great honor for me to be part of this important program changing the name of CCFC and bringing more hope to children and youth in Ghana. Since 1996, Christian Children Fund of Canada has been working to improve the lives of children, families, and communities for sustainable development. We started modestly with one partner in 1996, and now CCFC has grown in leaps and bounds to 4 partners running 9 programs and ensuring children receive formal education. This is in addition to health and nutrition, water and sanitation, economic empowerment, local institutional strengthening, child protection, protection of environment, and gender. Last year, I was here to hand over a number of furniture to schools to prevent the incidence of having children to sit and to write on the bare floor. We have been also able to provide support to schools in the form of school material, textbooks, school uniform, and in servicing training for teachers.
It is a great pleasure to be with you on this occasion to launch Children Believe, and therefore I feel honored to attend this very important function. Information available indicates that CCFC has been in the northern region for over 24 years, bringing development to the rural communities, particularly the vulnerable ones. I understand that the choice of the northern region was due to the mass movement of young girls to the south to look for non-existent jobs, which we caption Kayaye. CCFC, as we knew it then, began to focus on what they could do consciously to these children so that at least they can also get education by using sponsorship schemes to be able to mobilize funds to support girl child education in our part of the country. The beauty of this work is that they have been complementing government rule, both national and the regional coordinating council level of our region, which has really complemented effectively by addressing the priority needs of our vulnerable communities. There were communities with no schools, some were under trees, some under Zana mats or thatch roofs and what have you. CCFC intervention really helped to give true meaning to modern education by supporting in terms of educational learning materials, infrastructure facilities, and many others that created a very conducive learning environment for these vulnerable children. And today, a lot of them, some have finished senior high school, some polytechnics, universities, and they are back to their communities and helping and supporting, not only to their families, but for the holistic development of northern Ghana and for that matter, Ghana at large. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Christian Children Fund of Canada has done significantly well. We have various customary laws that were making girl child education very difficult. They were able to sensitize and animate their parents and particularly the traditional authorities to appreciate the need to support their girl child to not only to go to schools, but to stay in the schools, learn and progress to the higher levels of our tertiary institutions. So therefore, as the representative of His Excellency President Anim-Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who believe in empowering Ghanaians through education, highly appreciate the previous and the current intervention of the Christian Children Fund of Canada.
Mrs. Tamale Morrison, Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. It is a great privilege to be with you today to share with you the excitement of a name change in the annals of our great organization. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection is happy to collaborate with a non-governmental organization like the Christian Children's Fund of Canada to implement government policies and programs just for children, particularly in the rural areas. There are reports of the great impact of CCFC that has made in the key sectors of our economy, particularly in removing barriers to educating children in rural communities in the northern region. It is recorded that CCFC has constructed over 36 school blocks and an equal number of early childhood care centers to ensure that many children have access to formal education, in line with the government strategy of leaving no child behind. In the areas of health, they have positively impacted on the health outcomes of a lot of people, women, adolescents, and children in the northern region. Its Global Affairs Canada supported maternal and child health projects that CCFC Promise Project. On water, sanitation, and hygiene, CCFC has provided water for more than 30 communities, and also through the installation of solar mechanized boreholes in 6 communities for domestic use. The last time my predecessor visited the northern region, I am informed that she had the occasion of meeting with some members of your village Savings and Loans Association, of which some of our LEAP beneficiaries are members. I acknowledge your effort in protecting children, especially girls, from gender-based violence. While promoting the rights, I am also aware of the support being given to provide ECCD policy review, which is currently ongoing. Your Excellency, today, as CCFC officially launches its new brand, it is my hope that their good works will even get better to improve the lives of children, families, and communities. I urge them, soon to be Christian Children Believe, to continue to collaborate with the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection to improve the lives of a lot of children, men, women, and the community. I say, are you called to Children Believe, and pray for many years of collaboration. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Roslyn Techi Anim-Dankwa, a youth ambassador for Children Believe Ghana. I'm very excited that Children Believe is being officially launched in Ghana. With this, I believe Children Believe can reach and impact the lives of the less privileged children in our society. I say Akwaba to Ghana, Children Believe, and I go.
My name is Daniela Asari. I'm a third-year biomedical engineering student at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
My name is Elvis Yabuadjaku. On behalf of the youth ambassadors and the children of Ghana, I would like to welcome Children Believe to Ghana. We have seen of your exploits and your impactful achievements globally in the lives of our younger ones by giving hope to the hopeless, protecting the rights of children and the vulnerable, and being the very bedrock on which they find and hold firm their self-belief. Also, by helping children overcome educational barriers and child support in general, millions have had the pleasure to dream and believe in the future full of endless opportunities. Ghana couldn't be any more proud or happy and blessed to have you in our midst. Your presence here is very much welcome. I can see a new dimension of child support coming our way as Ghanaians, and we will forever be indebted to you. It is my prayer and our collective hope that indeed together we can make children believe, and yes, they will.
Today we are celebrating the launch of the Children Believe brand and its ongoing commitment to gender equality, and increasing access to wash, education, and health services so that children can thrive. Over the last 24 years, Canada has worked with Children Believe, formerly Christian Children's Fund of Canada, on these shared priorities through a variety of projects here in Ghana. Through our 2015 and 2016 Canada Fund for Local Initiatives, we partnered with Children Believe to help alleviate poverty and reduce early childhood marriages. This partnership helped to empower 240 young men and women in 5 Northern Region districts and improve their livelihoods with various entrepreneurial skills such as soap making, catering, and hairdressing. As part of Canada's commitment to end the preventable deaths of mothers, newborns, and children over the last 4 years, we have supported Children Believe's work to reduce maternal and newborn, infant, and child mortality in the Sabalugu, Saboba, and Nanumba North districts. The Promoting Maternal, Newborn, Infant, and Child Sustainable Health Efforts Project, also known as the Promise Project, has made a considerable contribution to improving the health outcomes of rural communities, including 61,400 women and 84,200 children in the Northern Region. As we celebrate the progress and successes, we know that good health and well-being remains elusive for many women and children globally, including here in Ghana. As a global leader in advancing the health and rights of women, adolescents, and children around the globe, Canada remains committed to working with our partners in Ghana on our joint mission to improve the health and rights of women, adolescents, and children, including those most vulnerable. I congratulate Children Believe in its rebranding and wish you every success in continuing to work to improve the lives of children in Ghana.
Greetings from Canada. I am pleased to join you today to celebrate the official launch of Children Believe in Ghana, formerly known as Christian Children's Fund of Canada. We have been working in partnership with multiple stakeholders in Ghana since 1996, from government to civil society organizations, traditional authorities, and other agencies. Our focus is to promote child well-being. I am proud to say the evidence of what we have achieved together is visible, tangible, and life-changing. Collectively, over the past 24 years, we have supported and positively impacted tens of thousands of children and families in vulnerable communities across Ghana. I'd like to say, sincerely, thank you to all our staff, local partners, government, academic researchers, youth innovation agencies, and international development partners for a job well done. We want to build on our success in Ghana. Despite the current challenge of COVID-19, which continues to infect people all over the world, including Ghana, we are making every effort to protect children and their families. We have been saving lives, providing food and income, strengthening maternal and child health, protecting children, and seeking ways to help children continue learning. In partnership with district and community leaders, we have delivered key protection and prevention messages on COVID-19 in their local languages to community members. Hygiene kits have been given to vulnerable women and young girls, including single mothers, the divorced, teenage mothers, women-headed households, the disabled, and those under the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty program, otherwise known as LEAP, who are among the poorest in society. We have worked with international NGOs to coordinate activities in the health sector with Ghana Health Service, sharing the best practices with a view to maximizing resources and avoid duplication. This approach has helped to implement the CCFC Promise project successfully. We recently made a donation of personal protective equipment, including infrared thermometer guns, surgical kits, N95 and surgical nose masks, sterile examination gloves, and hand sanitizers to the Ghana Health Service's Northern Region. This was part of our Promoting Maternal, Newborn, Infant and Child Sustainable Health Efforts, otherwise known as PROMISE Project, funded by Global Affairs Canada. We have given food rations to nearly 2,000 households with children in Ghana. We've handed out nearly 5,500 hygiene kits, more than 18,000 personal protective equipment to 24 health facilities, conducted awareness raising on education and prevention of COVID-19 with more than 330,000 people. We've handed out hundreds of learning materials to children. We are now executing a program together with Child Fund Korea to help increase the detection, prevention, control, and response to the COVID-19 outbreak in poor districts or districts with health infrastructure deficit in the greater Accra areas of Ghana. This will improve access to quality information and health services, responding to COVID-19 in these districts. It will support and enhance messaging, information sharing, and delivery of community-based response kits through women's groups and radio programs in local languages. We cannot let COVID-19 derail the successes we have fought so hard to achieve. Our aim is to help children and families everywhere be resilient and thrive. We want to take all the great work that has been done so far and build on it so that children in Ghana have a better tomorrow. The Children Believe name gives us the impetus to ensure children have the opportunity to break barriers to education and live and dream fearlessly. Where children have challenges accessing education, our focus is removing barriers by promoting child protection, child participation, and gender equality. In Ghana, over 62% of the population are children and youth. Our partnership with government, traditional leaders, civil society, private sector, and academic institutions will continue to act as a catalyst so that Ghanaian boys and girls and youth, regardless of their economic or social circumstances, can realize their dreams. Please accept my sincere thank you and for your partnership and continued commitment to the children of Ghana.
My name is Gumasidu Zakaria. I am a former sponsor child of CCFC. Growing up in the community was not an easy thing, especially when my grandmother was the only source of support for me. CCFC came in to support me. I am now a holder of High National Diploma Certificate in Accountancy. It is my dream to become a chartered accountant. I welcome Children Believe and I hope they will continue to support vulnerable children in the community to become better people in future. Children Believe, we believe.
My name is Mahamudu Baumia, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Good evening. We all know how precious and yet vulnerable children are. They need our collective guidance and protection. Working with children has always been a pleasure, and I'm therefore privileged to participate in this all-important program for the name change of the Christian Children's Fund of Canada, CCFC. Last year, I had a wonderful opportunity of meeting the former director of CCFC in my office and was happy to learn of the immense contribution of CCFC, particularly in education in the northern region. I've also been informed about the wonderful work CCFC has done, working to remove barriers that prevent children from accessing education. This has been imperative in the provision of water and sanitation, health and nutrition, and livelihood improvement in health. I've been informed of the success of CCFC Promise Project, which has helped to reduce maternal and infant mortality in 3 districts of the northern region. We know that all these have been done to complement government's efforts in alleviating poverty in rural areas. All over the world, brand changes like yours provide opportunities for real change in the processes, thinking, and repositioning of the organization. I am hopeful that this change will bring benefits to children, families, and communities greater than you have achieved before. I see this as linking directly with the great strides we are making in Ghana, both in terms of access, quality of education, and general quality of life. It is on this basis that I am happy to be associated with this brand change from Christian Children's Fund of Canada to Children Believe Fund. On behalf of the government of Ghana and the good people of our country, I declare that the name Christian Children's Fund of Canada in Ghana is duly changed to Children Believe Fund. Welcome, Children Believe. Long live Ghana, and may God bless Children Believe. Thank you very much for your attention.
Children Believe, barrier breakers. Children Believe, friend of children. Children Believe, achievement. Children Believe, defender of the marginalized. Children Believe, hope. Children Believe, barrier breaker. I believe. Welcome, Children Believe.